Creating a path to a camera is easy in Artlantis. Select the sequence you want to edit and open the 2D window. To create a path, first you'll need to turn on the Edit Path Mode function by clicking on its icon in the upper right-hand side of the window. This icon works only when you are in animation mode. If this function is on, moving the camera will generate a line between the start and end point of its positions. This is a straight path for the moment with 2 tangents at both ends. Grabbing one of them with the mouse will distort the path. We can do the same with the other tangent too. We'll need a new control point to grab the path in an arbitrary point. It can be created by choosing the Add Control Point from a contextual menu appearing after a right-click on the path. The tangents at both sides of the new control point work like new handles for you. The path can be edited in all views. The same control points can be lifted, and tangents are editable in side views as well. After you've finished, you close the Edit Path mode by clicking again on its icon, and the path turns red, showing that it belongs to a camera. On the timeline, notice the new keyframes recording the camera movement. We can start to review by using the play buttons. In the preview, the image may look quite blurred because Artlantis is working to rebuild each frame in full radiosity. To make the review more clear, we can change the number of frames per second for the preview or activate the OpenGL option from the timeline. This will disable the lighting and display a simplified but clear view of the geometry. In our sequence, the camera moves along the path while its target point stays still. The target is on a fixed vertex, as it is called, and you can check it in the inspector, Next Position. This is in fact a list containing a second option, Target on Path. Selecting the target point will change into an arrow. This arrow will point in the direction of the movement, closing a certain angle with the path you set previously. You'll benefit a lot from this option when setting up a street view, for example. Changing back to fixed target mode, the target point appears again and becomes a still focus point for the camera. You can simply position it, or if you want to re-edit the path, turn on the Edit Path mode to regain the control points and tangents. By default, Artlantis accelerates and slows down automatically at the beginning and end of sequences. Checking the constant speed checkbox at the bottom of the timeline will disable this automatic feature. On the timeline, the keyframes help you to edit the duration of a movement. By changing the position of any of the keyframes, you can accelerate or slow down the speed of the camera and make the movement start earlier or later. Adding extra keyframes on the timeline help you generate complex movements along the same path. Paths can be assigned to objects or light sources as well, and you can edit them with the same ease as those of cameras.